like we talk about normal things, because at where I was seated, I didn't want anyone to talk about my mom's death. Huh? You're telling me, Ati, Ati, I don't know how, I didn't know how like to talk to you, and we have been friends, meaning you are a fake friend. I didn't take that excuse, and that was there's one who told me that, you know what, I didn't have bus fare. I understood, but if I was really your friend, couldn't you borrow? And let me tell you, the friends that I'm talking about are these friends that we have grown with. We have grown with. We have shared a lot of things. Then you just coming with a lame excuse. So I had to cut them off. Number one. Hello, good people. Welcome to Raising My Sibling YouTube channel by Shaba. My name is Shaba, and I'm raising my siblings. I know. I know it's been a minute since I created content for you people. I have been so busy, but I apologize. Some of you, by the way, have reached out, have emailed me, tunataka content, we need content. Here I am today, and you're going to talk about something interesting, something so dear to me today. It's about friendships, and in this topic today, we are going to narrow down to friendships in parenting. So before we get to that, kindly subscribe. What are you waiting for? Subscribe to that YouTube channel. Like, share my video, because let me tell you, hey, the wisdom in this YouTube channel, you don't want to miss that. So I'm giving you like 2 seconds, kindly, for those who have not subscribed. Kindly subscribe. Like. 1, 2. Thank you. Thank you for the one who has taken his or her time to subscribe to this YouTube channel. So as I said, in today's topic, we are going to talk about friendships in parenting. So as Shaba, 70% of who I am today is influenced by the people that I surround myself with, the people that I call friends, the people that advise me, that I take advice from. And these are my friends. And when my mom passed, I had to like wear her shoes immediately. That makes sense. I had to like wear her shoes immediately and become a mom to my siblings. So let me tell you, as a firstborn eldest daughter, this came with a lot of pressure, I can admit. I admit that. It comes with a lot of pressure where you have to be a role model to these siblings of yours. So what happened, I told myself I have to be so intentional about the people that I am going to work with in this step of life, or in this stage of life of me parenting my siblings. So number one, I had first of all to cut off some of my friends. And let me tell you, there's this friend of mine, childhood friend of mine, whom we had grown together in the wood. We were friends since class 3 all the way to campus. But when that time came, when my mom passed, she didn't show up the first day, the second day, the third day. She came like 2 days after burial. So that was just a big red flag for me. Yes, it was unexpected, but then I didn't take any excuse from that, because number one, she didn't even call. Of course, she was aware because she's our neighbor. Then you come 2 days after. But then I said everything happens for a reason. Maybe our time for us being friend had elapsed, and I just had to let her go. So I didn't take any excuse. I had to cut her off because number one, she's so unreliable. Hmm? Number two, I even didn't recognize like if that was a friend, because let me tell you, after the third day when she came, you know what she told me? She told me like, you know what, now Shaba, this has happened, and you need to get married. Hey! That was the funniest advice that I received. But it was so unexpected because this is a friend who understands my values, who understands what I wanted first, who understands, like, she knew me, like, let me say 98% of me, like of what I wanted, of what my visions were. Then you're telling me to get married. You are not serious. When you come across this video, I know we are not friends, but just subscribe to this channel, then you share so that friends be aware. There's some things you tell someone who is in a certain situation that will be like a friendship breaker, or a deal breaker. Let me say that. That I get married. Anyway, I forgive you, but we are not friends. I had to cut her off. Number two, I had to cut off friends who didn't come for the burial. Reason being, they do not know how to talk to the people who are grieved. I understand. You didn't have to come to my mom's burial. That is number one. Number two, why didn't you just come? Like, we talk about normal things, because at where I was seated, I didn't want anyone to talk about my mom's death. Huh? You're telling me, Ati, you know, Ati, you know, I don't know how, I didn't know how, like, to talk to you. And we have been friends, meaning you are a fake friend. I didn't take that excuse, and that was X. There's one who told me that, you know what, I didn't have bus fare. I understood, but if I was really your friend, couldn't you borrow? And let me tell you, the friends that I'm talking about are these friends that we have grown with. We have grown with. We have shared a lot of things. Then you just coming with a lame excuse. So I had to cut them off. Number one, my mom's death taught me a lot of things, and one of them was about my friends. There are those friends that I didn't expect they would come, and they did. But there are some when I really like expected to find you at my parents' place, then you don't show up, then you just come with lame excuses. So there are some excuses I didn't take, and that it is what it is. We are no longer friends. But there are some of the friends I am telling you, God blessed me with good friends. I remember, see, you know, kwa matanga, where like people don't have places like to sleep, mnalala tu nje. I had one of my friends, Kai Wanaswa, may God bless you. That is also my childhood friend. We met when I was in class 4 in a certain boarding school in western part of Nini. She came like on the second day. Like we slept in that the cold nights, imagine. And because my mom passed when I was in, it was during my final exams. So I had to travel back. Imagine I left Sheila Wanaswa at home. At my home. At my parents, not at my home, at my parents' place. She stayed till one of my sisters like opened it. She stayed till like the opening day My sister is in boarding school. So during the opening day is when this friend of mine alitoka akaenda. Tell me if that is not a friend. Just tell me. There are some of my friends, oh my God. I can I cannot mention all of you, but I take this opportunity to tell you that I didn't take that for granted. And that showed me where you have placed me in your lives. I appreciate so much. And may God just continue blessing you people. Hmm? Hmm? What? Let me tell you, in this life, you may find yourself in certain situations where you just need your friends. And let me tell you, some of them will fail you terribly, but some will stand with you. And I said, God uses some situation to show you who are pretenders and hypocrites in your life. And that was just a perfect like event or an experience that made me like choose my friends. And here I am today. Sawa, that is wacha tuachie hiyo hapo. So I was talking about friendships in parenting. So I said I have to be a role model to these siblings of mine, because when I want to like advise them, especially my teenage sister, she's just like getting to that place where she now needs like intentional friends. So I'm able now to sit down and tell them, like, I have this type of friends, and this is what I considered when choosing these friends. So when you're choosing your friends, this is what you have to look for in friendships. So that is why I had to narrow down to like certain, or let me say, not class, let me just say friends. I don't want to use the name class. So that was it. Then I had to drop friends who had not worked on themselves. Let me tell you, I'm a self-aware lady. I have worked on my self-awareness journey. I know my identity, and I'm still working on it. I'm still perfecting. But I do want these friends who would come like, I help you work on yourself. And I still have a whole thing of taking care of my siblings. So I do want like the friends who would have like issues. Oh, you did this to me, you did this to me. No, 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 no. I just had to like half cut them off. After you work on yourself, then I will take you as a friend, because I have a lot on my table, and I don't want this friendship of back and forth where we are like, okay, today we are friends, tomorrow we are not. So those are the things that made me cut off some of my friends, and the bottom line was just intentionality, and the position that I was taking as a mom like forced me to do so. And I'm not apologetic about that. Don't get me wrong. For those whom I cut, it was time like for us to part ways, and I hope and I pray to God that may God like open your ways, then huku mimi tu Mungu anisaidie. So that is it for today, and I like to hear from you. Have you ever like been in situations where you felt that your friends betrayed you? Hmm? Have you ever been in situations where your friends stood up for you? They came like they supported you. I would like to know in the comment section. So that is it for today. I hope you are intentional in the friendships that you're keeping. I hope you're keeping those friends whom when tuseme umepatikana kwa shida, you're looking at your phone and you're like, okay, I can call this one. This one is a reliable friend. This one can come through for me in one way or another. Hmm? So that is it for today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and let's meet in our next video. Bye.